Hello, my name is Bethany Dent, and this is my strategic management presentation on Melia Hotels International. Melia Hotels International is a hospitality company that owns and operates a number of hotels worldwide. They are one of the 20 largest international hotel groups and the leading hotel group in Spain. Altogether, they have 380 hotels all over the world in locations such as Europe, Asia, Africa, America, and the Caribbean. They also operate under several brands, including Grand Melia, Me by Melia, Peridicis, Melia Hotels and Resorts, Inside by Melia, Trip by Wyndham, and Sol by Melia. These all offer a different offering and target a different demographic. So, for example, Melia Hotels and Resorts are a collection of hotels aimed at couples and families. Inside by Melia is a balanced lifestyle hotel with fitness spaces and healthy drinks in each room. And Trip by Wyndham is a more business-style hotel that really focuses on the essence of each city that they're based in. They also have a loyalty program called Circle, so this allows guests to have a personalised experience and gives them access to certain privileges. When considering their mission, vision and values, it states on their website that their main value is to generate value and ensure profitability and recognition wherever they have a presence, a clear destination that they can reach thanks to the strength of their brands, and the pillars that sustain and push forward their growth around the world. Their website also states that they are committed to excellence to ensure that value is created for all of their stakeholders, and they have put a strong emphasis on corporate social responsibility. When considering their market position and target market, they position themselves amongst the leading international hotel groups. They target the medium and high-end segments as well as urban and leisure. And as mentioned before, all of their brands target multiple demographics, varying from business customers to families on holiday and couples. They're also starting an expansion into Europe with the Inside brand, which will happen in 2020. And this is important to consider when we look at the PESTEL analysis, because it'll be EU visitors that need to be considered. The first insight is Catalonia and their decision to move away from Spain. In terms of economic factors, many Catalonian companies have frozen their investment and hiring decisions due to the uncertainty between Catalonia and Spain. As Catalonia accounts for nearly 20% of Spain's GDP, this uncertainty may affect GDP growth, which in turn will affect Melia's business there. Having said this, despite the political tensions surrounding Catalonia, the country did score 91.9 in the parameter of political stability, which is quite high compared to other countries. For example, Italy only scored 58.1. So this suggests that the government is unlikely to be destabilised or overthrown. The second point is around disposable income and tourism trends. So, for example, infrastructure and investment in productivity enhancing improvements is increasing in Europe. This suggests that there'll be increases in per capita GDP and living standards. This therefore may lead to higher disposable income. This is also discussed in the SWOT analysis, which is at the end of the presentation. There's also a social aspect to this as well, because an increase in future income creates the wealth effect. So this will therefore increase the demand for tourism inside Europe. As we've said before, Melia are hoping to expand into Europe, and so this is something that will definitely benefit them. When considering technology, 50% of customers now book their stay online and are incorporating technology into their stay. For example, they want aspects such as checking in with their phone, they want access to Wi-Fi, things like that. Research also shows that hotels are starting to integrate AI into their business, so for example through chatbots. Spain has been quite slow to adopt technological advancements compared to other EU countries, and so this is something Melia are going to have to really consider, because if other hotels are moving with these trends, then it may make them less competitive compared to them. Having said that, research does find that hotels belonging to a chain are more likely to invest in technology, and also in technology with a sustainable focus, which is also an environmental factor. So due to Melia being part of a chain, they might be okay with this, and it might be also important for them to consider adopting this sort of technology in order to remain competitive. This also goes hand in hand with their sustainability policies and fits in line with their strategy. When considering Porter's 5-force analysis, an increase in online bookings has increased buyer power. This suggests that Melia Hotels International must ensure their services appeal to the target market so that they can differentiate themselves from the other companies. They can also benefit from economies of scale due to the fact that they're part of a chain, and when considering the value chain, this reduces the cost of inbound logistics. When considering the substitution threat, we have to look at other businesses in hospitality and tourism. For Melia Hotels International, this will be other chain hotels, so for example, Accor and Intercontinental, or even cheaper accommodations such as Airbnb. Resources are the assets that a business possesses and can be defined by physical, financial, and human. Capabilities are the way that these assets are used or deployed, which is also known as what the company does well. I would say that Melia Hotels International resources are the hotels that they have and the services that they can offer all around the world. An example of how this is used as a capability would be the personalised guest experience that they offer and the differentiated services through their brands. On screen now is a very brief SWOT analysis. So just to cover some of them, the strengths would be that they are likely to invest in technology, as we've discussed before, their strong focus on sustainable practices, the ability for them to use economies of scale, and the plethora of brands that they have to offer. A weakness would be that the market is highly saturated and there is already a lot of competition. Another weakness would be liquidity, as the company currently has a ratio of 1.01 compared with the industry average of 2.21. Expansion into the EU could be successful due to the growing demand and the higher disposable income, but there are political tensions that may cause instability. Thank you for listening to my presentation.